Hey, it's Corey Blake for day 44 of my Vulnerability Challenge. And this morning I'm feeling a lot of gratitude. I just got off an hour-long call with a few members of our team. And it was enlightening to honor and recognize that I'm not always great at sharing my intentions for things. And there's been a lot of energy put into how I'm showing up in the world lately, and I haven't done a great job of communicating some of the why behind that to everyone on our team. And I think some of that is just the way, as an artist entrepreneur, that I get wrapped up in myself and kind of take for granted that everyone's going to get it. And it was just a beautiful, open dialogue, listening to one another. I got a little worked up at one point, and it was awesome to acknowledge that and just then, let that dissipate and move through me. But mostly it was just wonderful to be in a listening state and honor that the things that I do are provocative and they trigger people. And in the absence of me participating in inviting people into the why behind some of my decisions as a business owner, all that people are left with is the stories, the narratives that they're going to glom onto. And those stories and narratives are so powerful. They can really, I think, dominate someone's understanding of a situation. And so this was an opportunity to reframe, regroup, share some of the intention behind some of the decisions that I'm making lately. And I'm actually going to share that right now because I think it's really important. Some of the perception, I think, around the way I'm showing up lately begs the question, like, is Corey just trying to become famous? Is Corey just trying to put this vulnerability as sexy stuff out there in an effort to just make a name for himself? And while that sounds really fun and glamorous, and I'm sure, I'm a former actor, so I'm not going to deny that there's a piece of excitement around performing for the world, even, so to speak. But the reality is that as a company, we support people in this beautiful transformational way, and yet we don't have the kind of social proof that we need as an organization in order to continue to attract the kind of people that we are here to serve. And so I recognize that in our history, I have invested a lot of time and resources in the hopes that some of our clients would, excuse me, would be that social proof, and would just alleviate that concern for the people that we're trying to serve. And for one reason or another, a lot of our big clients that have been attracted to us, the kind of work that we do has, and this is the story that I tell myself, the kind of work that we do at some point or another has created enough anxiety or fear in some of our clients that they had to terminate the process. And I'm talking about the bigger clients, people who have thousands of employees, people who maybe a public company or have a board, get nervous around vulnerability and the way in which they show up in the world and sharing some more of their personal story. And in 2015, we made some big investments believing that we were going to be able to ride the wave when some of our clients reached a certain level of sharing their work, where we would then receive some of the accolades for the role that we played in that. And as a result of that not occurring the way that we had anticipated, I made the decision at the end of last year of saying that I need to be that person. I need to be our social proof, because we can count on me hanging in there for the long haul. We can count on me living this journey and not jumping off the train. And so that's why I'm doing it. I believe so wholeheartedly in what we do as an organization. It was an easy decision for me to put everything on the line, so to speak, We're spending a lot of money. I'm devoting a lot of resources and time and energy into sharing this piece of myself so that the company can be better positioned to do the work that we are here to do. I often feel like we've been 10 years ahead of ourselves in terms of the level of authenticity that we offer. It's tough for the world, especially for people who are responsible for a lot of lives. The idea that sharing some of that real stuff could cause pain that ripples out to thousands of people is a challenge for people. I don't think it's the reality, but I think that fear is intense. And so that's why I've made this decision. And not everyone even on our staff knows the why behind that. And that's just a communication error on my part. Nothing like a communications company who can't communicate. Ha ha! It's all good. It's all real. I appreciate being able to share that here. If my vulnerability challenge inspires you, as always, I hope that you'll take a moment to share something real with someone that you care about in your life, with your community, whatever's comfortable for you. Maybe it's just sharing a new reality with yourself, honoring another perspective, however that shows up for you. Yeah. Thanks for listening.